UFC 251 Usman vs. Masvidal took place Saturday, July 11th on UFC Fight Island. This will be the first of 4 consecutive events at Flash Forum on Abu Dhabi's Yas Island. The main event will see UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman defend against number 3 contender and BMF title holder Jorge Masvidal. This event will be closed to the public. Let's talk Usman vs. Masvidal. Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare Usman, 16-1 fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida by the way of Achi, Nigeria, aims to continue his winning ways against one of the division's biggest names. Usman, the 3-time NCAA All-American Division II wrestler, is currently on a 15-fight win streak coming into this fight and hasn't lost since May of 2013. Usman is a powerful wrestler that uses his strikes to close the gap on his opponents and take them down to the ground to work for his smothering finishes. But on the other side of the cage, you have Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. 35-13, fighting out of Miami, Florida, hopes to earn another UFC belt by dethroning Usman with his trademark KO. Masvidal, the bare-knuckle backyard brawler, is a true veteran of the sport and one of the most well-rounded fighters on the UFC roster. He took this fight on short notice after Gilbert Burns was unable to compete. The American Top Team product brings in a very well-balanced attack and is very powerful and explosive. He has had some ups and downs over the years, but he has seemed to have found his rhythm in his last several fights, and I can't wait. And here's how it went down. The real story of the night was Usman forcing his will on Masvidal all night, pushing him up against the fence and grinding Masvidal with heavy pressure that he did not have too many answers for. The fight started with Masvidal coming out aggressive, throwing powerful kicks and punches, but Usman caught his kick and took Masvidal down, but Masvidal bounced back to his feet with good defense. Both fighters were landing some good shots, and Usman was respectful to Masvidal's striking, but Usman's strategy was clearly to grind on Masvidal, wearing him down and continue to push the pace as each round went on, knowing that Masvidal took the fight on short notice. Usman shot for a nice takedown in the 3rd round and slams Masvidal down again, landing some nice ground and pound to end the round. But Masvidal never quit and looked like he caught a second win late in the 4th. But again, Usman smothers him against the cage, continuing to work his grinding pressure. Usman fought a very smart fight to secure the win to remain the champion. Kamaru Usman defeats Jorge Masvidal by unanimous decision to retain the welterweight title. Alright, here's my final thoughts. There's been a lot of anticipation and build up to this fight in such a strange time in the world. There were so many questions that needed to be answered about both fighters. Usman had his opponent change with Burns out due to illness just a week before the fight, and sometimes it can be very hard preparing for one opponent and having to switch gears and facing a new opponent with different styles. Usman fought very smart and technical throughout the fight, never letting Masvidal stay in striking range, and stayed laser focused doing what he had to do to secure the victory tonight. Guys, quick note, you have to give some props to Masvidal for taking this fight on 6 days notice to save the main event. He had to travel all the way across the country, cut 20 plus pounds, not an easy chore, so props to Jorge here. Here's some quick stats on Usman. He is the UFC welterweight champion and number 6 ranked pound for pound fighter. He has 7 wins by KO, 1 via submission. He is on a 16-fight win streak. He was the winner of the Ultimate Fighter Season 21. He now holds wins over Tyrone Woodley, Colby Covington, Rafael dos Anjos, and now Jorge Masvidal. Okay, what's next for Usman? The welterweight division is full of killers with the possible Covington rematch. Leon Edwards has been well overlooked. The possible Conor McGregor fight has been mentioned a few times, or you could give Masvidal the rematch since he took the fight on 6 days notice. But I think we can all agree that the fight that makes the most sense is to give Gilbert Burns his chance. Burns is the number 1 contender and has been on fire, but unfortunately he was pulled from tonight's event due to an illness, but is more than deserving. Let me know your thoughts on who you think Usman should fight next. We'd love to see your comments. Just wanted to give a big shout out to all of our loyal fans. We appreciate the support, and don't forget to smash that like button. This is Jay Catton with MMA Weekly's The Lowdown Breakdown. See you next time.